Terrible was born on August 25, 1530. He was born in Kolomenskoye, Moscow, Russia. Bison's son third and Elena Glinsky. Ivan IV was the first of the Great Russia's princes to officially call himself Tsar of all Russia. On December 4, 1533, immediately after the death of his father, 3 years old Ivan, he was proclaimed Grand Prince of Moscow. His mother ruled in Ivan's name until his death in 1538. During his childhood, he was subjected to the intrigues and humiliation of the boyars, the Russian nobility. This fact overshadowed his character and at 13 years of age, ordered the execution of Princess Andrei Shuisky, leader of the boyars. Shuisky was arrested and thrown into a pack of hungry dogs that devoured him. The death of Anastasia Romanova, his first wife, plunged him into a state of tension, and he began to experience cycles of euphoria and depression. On January 16, 1547, Ivan was crowned Tsar and Grand Prince of all Russia. In February 1547, Ivan married Anastasia Romanova, a grandson of the future first Tsar of the Romanov dynasty. Since 1542, Ivan had been greatly influenced by the views of the Moscow Metropolitan, who encouraged the young Tsar in his desire to establish a Christian state based on the principle of justice. The Church Council convened in 1547 and 1549 strengthened and systematizes the affairs of the Church, affirming its orthodoxy and canonizing gross numbers of Russian saints. In 1545, the first seminary bride was to meet an advisory. It was a national assembly made up of the boyars, clerics, and some elected representatives of the new service nobility. In 1550, a new, more detailed legal code was drafted, replacing on dating from 1497. Russia's central administration was also reorganized into departments, each responsible for a specific state function. Conditions of military service were improved, the armed forces were reorganized, and the command system was modified. So the commands were appointed by merit rather than simply by their noble birth. The government also introduced extensive self-government, with district administrators chosen by the local nobility. Ivan aiming to form a class of Latonian nobility that owed everything to sovereign. Ivan's first wife, Anastasia, died in 1560 and only two male heirs to her. Ivan born 1554 and Fyodor born 1557 survived the rigors of medieval childhood. Russia was at war for most of Ivan's reign. Ivan prepared himself for a campaign to force anything into the sea, a traditional concern of landlocked Russia. Ivan felt that trade with Europe depended on free access to the Baltic, and he decided to turn his attention to the west. In 1558, he went to war in an attempt to establish Russia's rule over Livonia. The war continued while the West supported Poland against Russia. The Crimean Tatars attacked Astrakhan and even made an extensive foray into Russia in 1571. When Stefan Batory of Transylvania became king of Poland in 1575, the reorganized Polish army under his leadership were able to bring the war to Russian territory while the Swedes recaptured parts of Livonia. Ivan asked Pope Gregory XIII to intervene and through the mediation of his nuncio Antonio Pasmino, and a marriage with Poland was concluded on January 1582. Livonia 24 years was unsuccessful for Russia, exhausted by the long struggle. 3 years before his death in 1581, in a rage of anger, Iván the Terrible stood his own deadly with a cane. Ivan Ivanovich 1554 and 1581, who had reproached him for mistreating his pregnant wife. Yelena Skarmentiva 1553 and 1587, who lost her future grandson in a massacre. The Tsar struck him with his weapon, causing a serious wound to temple, for which he died 3 days later. At the same moment, Shirepena threw herself at his son, kissing his face and trying to stop the bleeding, while crying and repetitively, "Drag me! I have killed my son! I have killed my son!" After what happened, he lived in torment for the rest of his life. He screamed at night and plucked the hair from his head and beard, attached the walls until blood was drawn from his fingers. Iván the Terrible died on March 18, 1584, as he was preparing to play a game of chess with Bogdan Belsky, one of his closest adversaries. There are different versions of the cause of his death and most do not assume that he died naturally.